Welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the universe of Chinese. Let's continue exploring what supposedly Paleolithic expressions. Okay, ge was, according to ChatGPT, actually, one of the characters that could possibly be used from people in that age. And unlike the previous hunter-gatherers tools that used for survival, this spear is used against each other. So apparently people or humans from the beginning, once they have certain resources to survive, probably to better survive, this fighting against each other became a thing that became part of the survival story. Different tribes, clans start to fight. And this is one of the early tools or weaponry used back then. And we call it a gu. It looks like this in contemporary Chinese. So you only see, okay, sharp edges probably, but nothing much. This is mid-history rendering of that. Again, sharp edges, but hard to guess what it looks like. And this is an earlier one that's carved onto one of those bronze cast vessels. And it looks like this. So it does have this trident looking thing in there and have super pointy, sharp things. So according to scholars, this spear, at least the ancient rendering of that, it probably looks different in today's concept of how spear should look like, or probably the already optimized the most efficient way of spearing your enemy. But the ancient rendering of that is a metal sharp-edged piece attached to a long staff. So we can see this was used kind of a near person fight, but it was not like a knife. It's super close. It still have a certain range, certain distance between you and the enemy. And hopefully you can stab the opponent before you were hit by that. And it's pretty bloody to think about it. So this is good. And this is part of the toolkits came from that era. Again, this is human on human. 大动干戈. Well, actually, 大动干戈 is probably is the better pronunciation there. That's what I heard most often. 大动干戈, big move. Interesting, right? So Chinese describe the move into big move or small move. And this 大动 means you make a big movement. And 干戈, gan is trident, so it's kind of this looking thing would be gan, and eventually it got horizontalized into that. Instead of a pointy upward, it become pointy sideways. Okay, so that's 干戈 would be this thing. It's kind of axe attached to a staff, something like that. So that two of the commonly used weaponry against your enemy tribe. And 大动干戈 simply means once you're in conflict, you cannot resolve it through peaceful time. And then that's when the big fight came. That's when the trident and spear are going to come into big move. All right. 整个带弹 pillow, spear, chill, dong. Can you piece together what the meaning is simply by seeing these four characters next to each other? I literally translate one after another. Pillow, spear, meaning you use your spear as your pillow. You kind of sleep with your gun under your pillow. So this is ancient version of that. Sleep with the spear, your weaponry, under your pillow or as your pillow. I'm not sure if that's actually pillowable. Spear is probably too sharp or too dangerous to use as your pillow. But 枕戈 means you put it near you. You can use it anytime, even in sleep. You're in a position ready to fight. And 带弹 until dawn. So weaponry near you in your sleep. Wait until when it's dawn time, and then you're ready to go. You have your weapon ready next to you. 倒戈 reverse spear. Can you tell what that means? It means revolt. It means your army, your troops supposed to point their spear outward toward the enemy. But the 倒戈 means that arrow pointing direction 180-degree reflect, reversed it, pointing to you. So that's your subordinate through a coup. And that's 倒戈. So here, the closest I can find is this is not Paleolithic. Of course, this is probably the classical time when when the empires are conquering the world and bigger piece of land and the cultures connected through war and trade, right? So this is the spear that's shown using that later age, and you can see it's probably perfected and more efficient and all that, and the soldiers as well, like a more professional versus the spear, probably from the early on, the beginning is everybody is part-time doing that. In peacetime, they're farmers. When it calls the wartime, they bring their otherwise farming tool into the war. And that's good. Thank you for your time. See you next day.